You fail upwards in the family court. Make no mistake about it. This guy was a judge. Sorry, this guy was a lawyer. And as I say, I haven't checked up lately if the magistrate to judge process, but that's so. What you're doing is you're taking the criminals and you're putting them in positions where they can abuse children.
Yep. No, that's fair to say. And as you pointed out, mate, the end game is the destruction of the family unit. You drag
It's all
everybody
about.
into
Yep.
the court, you make everybody concerned about nothing other than the decision that's going to be handed down, which as a father, most of the time it's going to be a biased decision against you. And
Yep.
as you pointed out, mate, there is underhanded tactics that go on behind closed doors. To be shook down for money by certain individuals that are supposed to be there to represent the best interests of the children, that outlines pretty much what the crux of family court's all about, doesn't it?
I don't know if you saw in the back, and I kind of hope you don't, because I don't want to show people walking past. But okay, a big part of what we're fighting for just walked past. I just saw a person who is clearly got some form of gender dysphoria.
Yeah.
Clearly got mental illness. Has clearly been indoctrinated and controlled by the system, and very clearly, I'm looking at them right now as they walk away, very clearly had no father figure.
Yeah.
And okay, people can have a go at me, say, oh, you're saying that, you've got no background. Yeah, I have. Okay, because I've spent enough time in this space. I actually have multiple people in my life who are psychologists and even a very, very, very highly credentialed psychiatrist. Sadly, I've become to that level that I can recognize these patterns of behavior and these ways that you change your appearance and the way you live. And that's just cruel. Like what I'm just saying, that's a broken soul, right? That's a broken soul. And that comes from destruction of the family.
Just quickly to touch on that, are these things that you noticed before you were systemically abused by the family court, or has this forced you, like, what I'm asking, I suppose, is did parental alienation force you to open your eyes to the bigger picture about the social destructions and things they're forcing upon us and telling us we have to endure?
Yes, absolutely. And I can say right now, without any shadow of a doubt, there was a massive acceleration from 2015 onwards of this kind of narrative. I've been fighting for my kids since the late 90s, to be frank. I had to fight for my first son. He was 3 years old. Okay. And I hate that, but it has given me the advantage of now seeing how different governments treat things differently, right? So I will use an example of one of my children. Okay. When I needed to get some paperwork organized for one of my kids,